nicest way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to JBNRTV. My name is Daz. You can follow me on Twitter on DarrenE_JBAUS. People, beautiful people, do you know that it's 50 years since the Beatles came to Australia? Yes, 50 years. My mum tells me a story that when I was 1 year old and they arrived and they were on actual TV, my eyes were fixed on the Beatles the whole time on TV, and they made me smile and they made me dance. So which started a beautiful love affair, which actually is it is probably the most successful love affair I've ever had, because let's face it, the Beatles never hurt me. The Beatles never broke my heart. The Beatles never left me spare. The Beatles never left me lonely. The Beatles didn't do anything that you're you stupid. Okay, I'm okay now. I'm fine, but all I want to know is I just want the forks to go with the knives in my heart so I can have a decent dinner party. Alright, but yes, I'm back now. I vented and I'm feeling fantastic and I'm fine and okay. I'm going to name my top 5 favourite Beatles albums because I've been a fan for many years, and they're all available now at JB Hi-Fi at a special price. They're around $14.99 each, which is just a fantastic price. And so coming in at number 5, we have Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which was released in 1967. It was claimed as the first concept album ever. It's an absolute classic. Day in the Life is on this album, probably one of John Lennon's best ever written songs. So that's number 5. And number 4, we go to Revolver. Yes, Revolver. Which had Taxman, which is one of George's great songs of the Beatles. And also it had She Said, She Said, which is John Lennon actually writing about a time when he was with someone who was not that well, and all that person said, she said, I know what it's like to be dead. But this comes in at number 4. At number 3, Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul was the actual start where the Beatles were actually changing pace, where they were first a singles band and then they become an album band. This was the first start of that. Rubber Soul, beautiful album. At number 2, as you guess, number 2, Abbey Road. If a band could go out on a much better note, it would be with this record. Abbey Road was the last Beatles album that was released. Come Together by John Lennon, the beautiful Something and Here Comes the Sun by George, and also the whole of side 2, which was a whole big operatic, nice musical thing that Paul put together with contributions by John as well. An absolute brilliant album. But my number 1 favourite Beatles album of all time has got to be, drum roll. Oh, we don't have a drummer. Oh, thank you, thank you. Number 1 is the White Album. Yes, the White Album, the Beatles. An absolute mixture of diverse, brilliant songs, the 4 of them in absolute glory. The White Album was an absolute masterpiece, and that is my top 5 Beatles albums of all time. I'm Daz. You can come and get all these albums at JB Hi-Fi. Look at them on www.jbhifi.com.au. We're running out of time. Go and listen to it on JB now. No, you can't, so don't bother. But just come in the store and get it. Amazing. My name's Daz. See you next time. Shine on, people. Shine on, Beatles. Bye-bye now.